I really don't know what just happened. What's up, YouTube world? It's December the 26th. No, yes, 26th. I did not get up and go hunting this morning. I slept in and it felt amazing. Tired, had sinus infections, not the Rona, and it's felt really good. Actually got up, me and my brother are gonna go over to John Monty's property. I haven't hunted it a lot. I think I've hunted it 3 times or something like that, and just kind of want to delve in on it a little bit. There's a lot of sign that is popping up there, like right here as of late, so we're kind of going to go in and see if we can see any movement. The front of the property where you walk in, there's a lot of does, and we're wanting to try to see if we can lay our eyes on some bucks. So y'all hang tight with me. I'm fixing to go over and pick Derek up, and we're going to get out in the woods. So a little bit early, but not too bad. We've got a pretty good little walk in. We were talking about going to the back right of the property, or maybe down around the creek, but we'll figure it out when we get there. But we'll see you shortly. Alright, so me and Derek are heading in on John's property, heading towards the back. We're going to slip back here and get set up, and we'll see you in the tree. I really don't know what just happened. I was creeping right through this creek bottom, right up around this lip, and I just got up here thinking, hey, we got a little bit of noise. We got some wind. And I thought, we got some noise here that the creek is going to cover some of our scent. Or some, I'm tore all up.
No kidding, I am too.
And I was walking over these sticks, and I was looking down trying to break them, and there he is, big buck. And I looked up, and he runs right at me, right here.
Right here, right off this point.
And he come running right at me, and I was fixing to fling a shot at him. I couldn't even tell like how big he was.
I don't know. He's a pretty good one.
He's a decent buck. But anyway, he was like, he's right here. And he come and he jumped the creek here, and Derek was going trying to get him to stop. Didn't even have the camera up. And he ran across the creek here, and I just took a running shot at him at like 30 yards, and he's down.
He's down. We watched him go down. Yeah, the deer just came off of that ridge right there, working right to us. I don't know if I think he was bedded, and I think he might have heard us because he had a doe with him, and I think she's the one that kind of caught wind. I think she was satellite bedding. Yep, right there. Yep, he jumped right here. And he got right up in here, and he kind of slowed just a little. Is that blood? Where?
No, it wasn't blood. I thought it was blood on that rock.
No, I think he was farther up. Because he ran up, and then he come down. He's laying right there. Right here.
Yeah, I believe it was that. Liquefied him.
Here's the blood trail, and we can see the deer laying down. We're going to show you the blood trail. Just insane. I knew you hit him when you shot. I could see it. Oh, he don't look bad. He's an 8. Come right through here, smack that tree. This is a crazy good blood trail. Yeah. Dang. Not bad at all.
No, not bad at all. It's pretty crazy, isn't it?
It is insane. That's where I thought you hit him, just a touch back, but I mean, with him running, what else do you do?
I was aiming right here, but probably one step before the bullet got to me.
Good shot, man.
Thank you. That'll tag me out right here in Tennessee.
Well, you can get your bow out now. You were just talking about that.
That's what I said. We can almost go back to the house and get it and hunt this afternoon. I mean, it's like 1:30. We were out here early.
I'd take a picture and send it to Dad, or to John, but we have no service.
Yeah, some asshole on Christmas morning blows up the AT&T load in Nashville. We're what, a couple hundred miles away from it, and we haven't had cell phone service since yesterday morning. So it's been pretty insane. I know that us being out of cell phone service is the least of the worries, because I know people were affected and stuff on Christmas Day, but it's also knocked out our 911 signal. So
yeah,
it sucks pretty.
It's kind of a dangerous situation.
That's wild, man. That's wild.
All right, folks, we're headed back in. We just walked back up, got the truck, but we're gonna go back in and get this buck out. Pretty fun hunt. Cameraman let you down just a touch, but I was more focused on the deer.
All right, so I want to tell you, like, real quick, like, what our mindset was.
Yeah.
John came over here, what, 2 or 3 weeks ago with a guy. They just bought this property this year. It was after bow season started, and they were walking the property lines because he's wanting to have some timber cut in some spots, not like clear cut. And he got on this rub line.
Yep.
And me and Derek followed it back around here to the pond. And what was it, about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, that we set up on that one point?
It was 2 weeks ago, yeah.
2 weeks ago. And we set up on that point thinking, hey, maybe this buck is bedding right up here.
Yeah, there's a point
across
that way.
But there's also a large bedding area that I hunted during bow season back here. And that's where we were walking in today, this afternoon. We even left early. We left at lunch to come out here to walk back slow to get back there early. And we thought with the south wind, what I had in my head is there's this point that you can see the field edge is right here. But there's a point that slopes off right here. Just on the other side of that point, there's another little point that comes together. It gets thick up on top. And I really felt like that those deer were either going to be bedding on the far side of that second point, you know, or with the wind coming over their back and looking, you know, kind of back this direction. So we decided that we were going to slip up to this point right up here, because we knew that that was a bedding area, and kind of had figured by some sign and scrapes that was where they were at. We didn't know what the buck looked like. We got some cameras over here, but we don't have
We have none in the back. All the cameras are up here in the front.
Up here in the front.
We just knew with the sign it was a good one. So we were coming back here to kill this deer, and we got him.
It just so happens that instead of being on the back side of that second point, he was on the back side of the first point. So we were slipping in. That's the only reason we got to kill it. And Derek couldn't get the camera up in time to get him on. So I thought deer or footage.
Deer wins every time.
Every time.
So we're going to go get this thing and get him out of here.
I know it's going to be hard to see. We didn't bring our big camera down here, but this is that first point we were telling you about. Right here. Just on the other side of this, it rolls off and starts going back up a hill and makes another long sloping point just like this. And on top is a lot of thick. Some of it's so thick that we don't think bucks get around in, but they move those transitions in the edges.
Yep.
And that is what we hunt. We are transitional hunters. We hunt every transition line.
And the thickest stuff you can find.
The thickest, nastiest crap.
And that is the thickest stuff on this property.
Is probably the thickest stuff on any of the surrounding property. So what we thought was he was bedded on the back side of this point. He didn't catch our wind. I think his doe that he had with him picked us up. I think she was kind of playing lookout. But he was probably just on the back side of this point, or up there on top of this point, where he couldn't see down off into this little drop we were in, but he could see right over the top of us and look up here, and he was catching wind that was coming. Thought he was going to be on the other side, but what saved us was being down low enough in here in this creek bank that he didn't see us off and actually got up and ran toward us.
And easing in.
Yep, and we were easing in so super slow. Like I was moving slow enough that whenever Derek saw the buck, I was looking down trying not to break sticks and creeping. And he yelled at me, buck, and I looked up and just saw horns coming. So that's kind of the story of that. It's the buck we were after. We didn't know what he was, but you know, sometimes you just have to, you know,
Just got to go after him. See what it is.
Exactly.